Good morning from the Appalachian Trail. This is Sunday, so day 3, I guess. And just shelter, which is I think mile 257, mile marker 257. And it was probably about 45 degrees again last night. And it was a little cold for me with my sleeping bag. So I have a 36 degree that is probably past its prime, so I might go ahead and try to get all the way to Hot Springs this morning, and that would be almost 18 miles. So I've done that mileage before, and the route looks a little pretty favorable, so pretty gradual for about 3 miles here to start, and then I've got a small down, a small up, and then gradual down to Hot Springs. So that's the plan, and we're gonna get to hiking today. All right, just made a quick stop to shed the jacket. Looks like it's going to be a great day today. And I think I've eaten enough of my food to where the pack crossed that threshold where it feels a lot lighter for some reason. So could be leg strength, could be the pack, but it feels a lot better today. So I'm gonna most likely cruise into Hot Springs, but we'll see how it goes. Seeing this vine, nice big vine, runs all the way up this tree. All right, it's about 11:20, and I'm climbing Walnut Mountain. Some views through the trees. All right, another mile or less to the top. I'm about to step out of the woods here on Walnut Mountain. That mile marker looked, or that AT marker looked quite old, probably there for decades. Wow. So blueberries, I think, is what this is. Look at all the blueberries there will be. That'll be late June, early July probably. Get some nice blueberries up here. Wow. Wow, what a great surprise this is. Basically a bald, and with all these, what I think are blueberries. And as I climb up this thing, the views start opening up. Just getting some views back there. And I've got more to go, so hopefully get some more. Okay, this may be the best of the views on this bald. You got birds chirping. It's just so neat to kind of walk into a place like this that you really didn't expect. Kind of opens up. You've got these old posts with the AT Trailblaze on it. Okay, just rolled into Walnut Mountain Shelter. So it's just past the bald that I showed you. Pretty rustic. This has been here a while. It's been here quite a while. Log construction, which, you know, we see that, but I mean, you can tell it's been here a good while. And with all those walnuts around, you gotta imagine there's mice and stuff here quite a bit. So I'm gonna take a little break here. Can't pass up a good picnic table. And we've got water down that way, and some more places. Yep, and it's right on the Appalachian Trail. Another sign that it's a older shelter, because they would put them, the oldest shelters they would put right on the trail, it seems like. Great view of the trail here. There's more flowers ahead. Ooh, I've been climbing. I've been climbing. But it's that feeling you get when you're eye level with all the mountain peaks around you. So I'm up here quite a ways. Forgot the mountain's name, but Branch Mountain or something, I think. And I just looked and it's called Bluff Mountain. Got a lot of these yellow flowers, which I haven't seen much of today. All right, rolling into what I think is Flow Gap, around mile 267. Yep, looks like it. Could be somewhere you could park and hike a piece of the trail. Yep, and I'm going up this way. Got about 3 or 4 miles to get to camp. I think I'm going to stop at the Deer Park Mountain Shelter. Okay, 3.4. Nice. Yeah, hot springs being 6.6. My legs are not feeling it, and I don't think I have the time. I think I could make it if I didn't have to rush, you know, so that I could get checked into a hostel and get some dinner and stuff like that. So we're just gonna do a Nero tomorrow, which means I'll just have 3 miles to hike into town, and then I can do town stuff, you know, all day and then stay that night. So Nero means almost zero, basically. And on I go. All right, it is 5 o'clock, and just a quick update before I end my day. So yeah, today will be 14.7 miles. I'm about a half a mile from the shelter, and that is the Deer Park Mountain Shelter. And it's been a big day. I was hoping to go into hot springs, as I said earlier, and my legs are just saying, no, you don't have trail legs anymore. So we're just going to go another half mile and go to the shelter. And the plan is to hopefully pop out of bed first thing in the morning and boogie down to hot springs, which will only be 3 miles. And maybe, you know, if the timing's right, get a nice breakfast right in town. Anyway, those are the hopes, but you never know what happens. And I forgot to show you, there are some views through the trees. So we're not at high elevation anymore. We'll be down much lower at the shelter, which is good. It should be a little warmer. And it does feel warmer today. So it's saying about 5 to 6 degrees warmer than previous nights. So I'm banking on it. All right. Hello from Deer Park Mountain Shelter, mile 272. I'm here by myself. So it's 6:30 p.m. So at this point, probably not going to see anybody else, but could get some latecomers. So I've got 3 miles to go to Hot Springs. So I'm just going to sleep in the shelter, I think. But I will look at some reviews on the app I've got, the navigation app, because there's people that comment on each of the places. And so here alone. So I'm playing like country music out loud and everything. So it's kind of nice. I can do stuff like that. I've got a couple bars. I actually made a call to Christy. So living it up here on the Appalachian Trail. Good morning. All right, so just came out of Deer Park Mountain Shelter, and it's 7:50 a.m. and I have 3 miles to get into Hot Springs, so I'm pretty excited about that. Had a nice sunrise and some mountain laurel. All right, we're gonna get to Hot Springs. All right, so last night it was a little warmer, so probably 5 or 6 degrees warmer. Supposed to be around 51 degrees. So that was very helpful, because as you know, my sleeping bag has been pretty chilly the previous couple nights. So in Hot Springs, I'm gonna probably pick up a sleeping bag liner, give myself a little extra warmth, and can't wait to eat some food in town. All right, I am that close to Hot Springs. It's got to be within a mile. Rolling into Hot Springs. Woodpecker just flew away. And here's Laughing Heart Hostel. All right, good morning. Had a great night's stay at Laughing Heart Hostel last night, and really restful. That I tell you what, a Nero is the way to go because you get the benefits of the town pretty much all day, but you don't have to pay. Like if you're full zero, you'd have to pay 2 nights stay at a hostel or something. So it's nice and efficient. All right, and just steps from the hostel is the Appalachian Trail. Just continues through the city. Right on the sidewalk they have logos of the AT, so the trail goes right through the city officially. And I'm hiking 11 miles today, hopefully, is the goal. I'm trying to beat some rain, which is expected around 3 or 4 p.m. So hopefully get all those miles in, or most of those miles, before 4 o'clock, let's say. It's the Spring Mountain Shelter. Okay, I'm right in the middle of downtown Hot Springs. Got a hardware store here to the right. Got the Outfitters right across the river. And a few restaurants and things. So it's about a 0.5 to 0.7 mile walk through town, and then you start climbing back into the mountains. They have these nice logos here on the sidewalk the whole way, so it's considered a trail town, and they do things to make it hiker friendly, like benches outside the stores, or you can leave your backpacks and things. And yeah, it's really nice. Had pizza last night at this place just right over here. Yeah. Brick oven pizza. Had breakfast yesterday at the Smoky Mountain Diner, which was incredible. Country fried steak. And here's the French Broad River I'm about to cross. It's the same river that goes through Asheville and Knoxville as well. This looks promising. Look at that. Looking back on the town of Hot Springs, there's the French Broad River that I crossed, and I was able to hike along, and then I climbed up here to the left. You've got a solar array over there. Beautiful mountain setting. It's a great visit here in Hot Springs. This climb out of Hot Springs is pretty cool. You've got a lot of rock steps like this, even though this is a side outcropping there. We've had a couple outcroppings already, and then I'm not sure if the camera does it justice, but you can see the city as you're walking up. You can see the bridge down over the French Broad that I had to walk across, right through there. So it's been pretty neat, really neat to get this elevation this quickly right over the city and get those views and hear that river. Pretty sweet. So this mountain laurel is really coming in. I think it's been just warm enough the last day. Yesterday was warmer than it has been as far as I understand. And so I think I'm seeing a lot more today. I saw some new flame azalea, some reds and some oranges. Those are probably my favorite. Rhododendron are looking closer to blooming, but they take longer. But yeah, look at all these blooms. Beautiful. I'm walking up to an old dam. Oh wow, that's nice. I actually see little fish in there too. Probably can't see it on this camera, but there's fish here. Just popped out of the woods, and I'll be crossing over I-70, pretty sure. The Appalachian Trail. Okay, pretty much out of breath. Just came up from there. This is the Blue Blaze side trail to the Rich Mountain Fire Tower. Go check this out. Man, 100 feet down in elevation and there's no clouds. So I can only hope for a little break in the clouds so I can see something from up here. But nevertheless, we're gonna check this out. Just had a little lunch under the fire tower. Just saw a family of 3, and now I'm gonna head up 2. Alright, made it up to the Rich Mountain Fire Tower. Go on in. It's kind of crazy how you can see down. I'm I'm about 100 or 200 feet too high in the clouds today, so not looking good for views, but still worth climbing, checking out the tower. So I think the tower is nice and sturdy. Even on a windy day like this, you don't feel anything rocking. So this would be great on a beautiful day. But we're just going to head back down and keep on hiking. Got about 45 minutes to an hour to camp. And let's talk about the elephant in the room for this day. It's the rain chances. I'm actually starting to feel a few raindrops. But I think that it's not supposed to be a heavy downpour, so I think definitely feeling fine about that. But I'm supposed to get rain pretty much all day tomorrow, and Thursday around noon it would clear up. So I'm looking at about, is that 48 hours almost of rain chances in the foreseeable future. So we're gonna be dealing with rain coming up here. I was just thinking through all the stuff I would have to do to manage that, and I think I'm in good shape. So I've got rain jacket and pants. I just bought an umbrella, so that'll come in handy too, setting up the tent if I need to, or whatever, or just walking with a little extra protection. All right, so we're gonna hike on. All right, as I continue walking to camp, I'll update the situation on food. So I was able to resupply and get everything I needed at Hot Springs. Of course, they have everything you need. But as far as the kind of foods I've been eating, the first night, so I got on trail at 7 p.m. and I decided to just eat something at camp. So I got to camp and it was, I was racing the daylight. So I don't know, just didn't want to be setting up a lot of stuff in the dark first night out, because it's been a little while being back on the AT. And so I just had a Lara bar and water, and maybe, I had a handful of trail mix. Day two, pretty typical stuff. I had oatmeal, breakfast, tuna packet with a tortilla tuna packet, crackers with mayo for lunch, and then freeze-dried backpacker meal for dinner. Pretty much the same the next day, and that was the day at Max Patch, the big day of 14.7, except that I had peanut butter and jelly tortilla for lunch, but another freeze-dried meal for dinner. So and then it was 3 miles into Hot Springs, which I basically skipped breakfast. I might have had a little bit of trail mix, and then I just hit the trail and went to the Smoky Mountain Diner, and I had the country fried steak, which was great. They had gravy and biscuits, 2 eggs over medium, a big country fried steak, might have been, home fries. So a lot of food, and I actually just about finished it. And then I didn't even need lunch. Got a soda from the fridge at the hostel, that kind of stuff. And then dinner was at pizza. So pizza and a couple beers. So that's kind of how it's been. Today was 2 frozen breakfast sandwiches at the hostel. I just microwaved them because I wanted to get on trail and beat the rain today. So lunch was PB&J tortilla. And so yeah, that's the kind of stuff I've been eating, and it's doing the trick. I should add, I am adding in Snicker bars, handfuls of trail mix, and a Larabar thrown in there too. And actually overpacked snacks. I was intending to only pack about 4 days of snacks, but I have stuff I haven't even touched, so I probably have snacks for the whole trip of 9 days. We're really close to it, so we'll be monitoring that, but I overpacked food.